Welcome, ladies, germs, and all the other ones in between. We are back. We are here. We have did it again and again, guys. Again and again. This is not episode 16, but episode 17 of the YoungBlood podcast. We got Mr. Colten Buzzard over here on the line. He's my man,
hello.
the guy, the champ, my brother. He's been trying to come on here for a little bit. I mean, you hit me up, what, like 2 months ago?
It's been a couple months.
Yeah,
back and forth trying to figure out time with all this fucking COVID-19 bullshit that we're dealing with.
Right.
I'm glad we finally got some time to actually get this podcast rolling.
Well, with COVID, man, I've had nothing but time. For the first couple weeks, I had nothing but time. It was mainly consisted of the first month. I was off. I wasn't working because I was recovering from a back injury at that time.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if I was going back to tile. And actually, the crazy thing is, I retired from tile.
No shit.
Yeah, it's because I broke my back, dude. I was like,
well, yeah. What are you gonna do after that?
Yeah, I was like bartend. I'll go back to bartending for a bit. And
the classic.
Yeah,
right? the signature.
The fallback. The fallback. But real quick, from a word from our one and only, the best, the greatest, and the fucking man, Treasure Valley Barbecue. Nick over there, he takes good care of his people. He takes good care of his guys, his ladies, all of the above. Everybody. Doesn't fucking hurt to mention the guy is a veteran. He is an awesome fucking character around town. He's a stand-up Boise guy, and he does a good job standing up for this podcast because you know what? This is a Boise podcast for Boise people. Do me a favor. They are open now, guys. They are doing great. We are no longer advocating for you to go buy their sweatshirts, but for you to go in and get a haircut. We're at that level now. We have surpassed the bullshit. We have surpassed being closed, and now you can go in and get a nice clean fade. Check them out, guys. They're Treasure Valley Barbecue, located off of Shinden and Maple Grove in Garden City. And, again, ask for my man Nick. Tell him Casey Young sent you from the YoungBlood podcast. He'll take good fucking care of you. And that's it, guys. That's how we pay the bills here at the YoungBlood podcast. And to continue on our fucking adventure today here. Colton, in the midst of everything going on right now, shit's been fucking crazy.
You're telling me, my guy. You're telling me.
Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what you do, what you're about, where you're from, who you are.
Yeah, man. So, the whole reason it's been taking so long to get over here is obviously I'm visiting from Colorado, right? That's kind of a hindrance, right, to fucking schedule a podcast from out of state. But, yeah, man, living out there, sales and distribution, just slinging fucking potato chips and junk food, right? So, it's out there.
So what's the company you work for?
Yeah, so working for Pepsi. Yeah.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, man.
So you're working for Pepsi.
Yeah.
And
first job right out of college, man. It's definitely
what did you get your degree in college for?
Yeah, international business and marketing. So
nice.
Ties right in. All the sales and supply chain, fun stuff, man.
Our video production, I guess we call him our producer now. Camden, our producer, which I don't really like calling him that because I am the fucking producer. I pay for everything. I do everything.
Producer, recorder, and content creator.
I am the man behind the fucking mic here, but Camden is the guy that really makes it all flow. He has an international business degree.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and he has a minor in Spanish, European Spanish. Yeah, international business degree.
See, that's what he needs. So that's what I don't have. I can't speak any other languages. I got how to order beer down pretty well in other languages, but other than that, man, just give me some cervezas, a little pijo, and that's all you need, man, right?
Well, you say that he needed the Spanish more, but he's also serving tables, and you're out.
Dude, that's where you actually learn a lot of fucking language. Honestly, working in those jobs,
you're
restaurants.
Not gonna get a whole lot of Spanish speaking.
Really?
Individuals at Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it.
He's not necessarily serving people who need the bilingual tendencies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man, when I was working in kitchens, man, I was picking up Spanish left and right. It was fucking awesome. That was a time to practice.
Dude, working in Southern California in a
or
kitchen,
the bars, man, you know how it is, right? Yeah. Man, there's people
bars,
from...
I feel like don't have so much Spanish out here.
Yeah, that's a good point, especially out here.
We're in Idaho. There's really
who are we saying?
There's
right?
really not any fucking...
At least not in Boise. You gotta go out to Nampa and Caldwell, right?
Exactly. So, man, you've been living in Colorado.
Yeah, man.
For those two of you who actually listen to the show that know Colton, I mean, the two of you that actually listen to the show, and you guys don't know him because there's only two of you. So, therefore, explain why you moved to Colorado, like why you got out of Boise.
Yeah,
like
man.
this, basically, the premise of this whole thing is like, we're from Boise.
Yeah,
This is our spot. This is where we're like, keep Boise kind.
Yeah, right.
It's
yeah.
One place that I've noticed that has just so much like wholesome energy, good people, the whole package is Boise, Idaho. And I guess I want to find out what brought you to leave.
That's a great question, because that's funny you asked that, because I was just having this conversation literally about what is Boise culture. And I was getting shit on from like people from Washington,
not
and
with
Colorado.
People from here.
Well, there's other people from Idaho, but they understood what I was saying. It was like, we do have a culture here. Yeah, we're, not the most diverse state or city. However, there's a culture of community here where everyone is like, we are together. You're my friend. Everyone's one. We're all like, name another city. There's probably several in the Midwest where you can just walk down the street and you say hi to more than one stranger.
No, it's
right.
It's some Pleasantville.
Right? No, 100%. Because I've never walked down the streets of Denver or Manhattan or you fucking name it and just, hello, stranger, how are you today? Never. You get fucking looked at and probably the cops
or in the
called
gas
on you.
station, like
right. Hold the door for people and shit. Always.
It's one thing I've noticed. It's not like just you get a lot of the head nods. You get a lot of the just recognition of you as a person here.
Yeah.
But 100%. Like, not only do you get that, people will look at you and ask you, dead cold, looking you in the eyes and say, "Hey, how are you?"
And legitimately want to know.
Oh yeah, like, how you doing? Like, hey, how are you today?
How's your kid and your wife and like all these people that we know somehow together? Because this community member and this community member, and we're all friends, so we all know each other. It's that weird little fucking tight-knit community.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying is Boise culture right there. Right?
So
that's got to be it.
Jared was talking pretty heavily yesterday or earlier this week when he came on the show just about that same thing, about the sense of camaraderie we have here, the sense of just being there for your fellow Boisean.
Right.
Your fellow Idahoan.
Your fellow member of the community.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me to think about because like I don't like to say I'm from Los Angeles. Like, I'm to that point. I've been here 10 years plus. My mom went to grew up, born and raised in McCall. Yeah. My dad was raised in Twin Falls. And
you don't get much more Idaho than that.
They met freshman year at BSU and got married.
Yeah,
like,
McCall
I am
and
pretty
Twin
fucking
Falls.
Boise, man.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny. I'm not a native per se. Like, I wasn't born fucking in St. Luke's Hospital. I was born in St. Jude's Hospital in Burbank.
Yeah.
But I've been here. I grew up in my high school years here. I've spent almost my entire adult life
100%
here.
Yeah.
And I've experienced like in Boise as a kid versus Boise as an adult is two different fucking things.
Yeah.
Like when you're 18 to 20 in this town, the only thing there is to do is go to Boise State parties.
Yep.
Only thing, because you have no recollection or idea of what the bar scene is going to be like or what it is. Or, you only have those kids that are at the Boise State parties that are there for the first like hour and then they all dip out and go downtown. And you're like, damn, must be cool.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And then when you finally go on we call it the 21 run out here.
Yep. That's part of Boise culture too. 100%.
Man. Yeah.
100%.
Totally
that is another part of Boise culture right there. If you think about it, that's a thing. That's like a passage. Rite of passage. It's a rite of passage everywhere, but it's like I feel more specifically here.
Well, let me ask you this: how many have you been on? Not of yours, but of your
several.
friends. At least 10.
More than I can count on my hands. 100%.
Everybody, when they hit the age of 21 out here, we do this thing called a 21 run, and your older friends, if you're lucky enough to have them, will take you to a series of bars. You usually start a Cactus. I think Cactus is always the first move. I think
it's the strip, right? The
but
main
Cactus,
street strip.
I think Cactus is always
the starting point.
Yeah, like I don't think I've ever done like a first time.
You start in the most dingy, dusty bar on that strip for $1 fucking a shot of the most nail polishy, fucking horrible well vodka you can possibly get, and you take like 9 of them. And then you start your night, and that's
exactly.
And then you just And then you go and hit the whole row. You hit every single bar, and there's about
I think it's weird.
9 or 10 of
you
them.
hit Cactus Bar, and then you go to the left.
You go back, yeah.
You
don't go straight.
backtrack to the 3 or 4 bars.
You would think it'd be a straight line, right?
And those bars are, it's fucking Silly Birch, Whiskey Bar, and then there's the country bar. What's that one called again? It's Pengelly's.
Yeah, that one's actually, I love the live music
Pengelly's is
That's
awesome.
That's actually a great bar, 100%.
Pengelly's is awesome. I think
Saturday nights, live music. They have always some local cool band shows up. Love that place.
One thing we never fail to do, we never fail to do on this show is we always make sure to shout out our guys on the fucking
local.
Yeah, we shout out all these local bars
yes.
and businesses all the time
because they're great establishments. Once again, part of Boise culture, right? They're a fucking staple in it, man. It's wild.
Just like almost the North End. The North End to us, or Hyde Park, is a staple, just like your 21 run. And yeah, so you go left, and then from left, you go hop back right, and you hit
straight down.
Every single bar, because the reason we do this is the bars will
provide free drinks.
All, if not every one of them to 90% of them, have a deal that when it's your birthday, you either get a free on your actual birthday. It's not just your 21st, but on your any day of the birthday, you get a free shot. Or, which a lot
some
of places
sort
do,
of complimentary
some sort
drink.
Of like, okay, it's BOGO. Your friend buys your shot, they get one free. Like it's some shit that's fucking like.
There's a deal. They're gonna take care of you regardless of what it is, right?
Right.
Yeah, 100%. But if you think about it, that's fucking genius. Because who have you ever seen on a 21 run by themselves? There's always a squad deep of like minimum 5, and they all buy fucking drinks, right? So that's a great incentive to be like, come on. Enjoy your fucking birthday and come to our establishment.
You know, it's one thing I've noticed as a
idea.
bartender though, when people like buy drinks for their friends in big groups, tips go down.
Because you're buying a lot, and then you're like, oh shit.
When your friend's trying to be Big Baller McGee and rolls up to the bar and
shots
all of your
for
friends,
everybody.
Not even orders all the shots.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that says shots for everybody tips better than the guy that doesn't order the shots and covers the tab.
Yeah.
Right.
The guy. Well, that's because if
he's planning on it. He has the money, but the guy that's like, no, I got it. Don't worry about it, and takes care of it. No, that's all on me. After everybody takes a shot.
Yeah.
He's not gonna tip nearly as good as that fucking bartender or server would have made, as if everybody had their own tab.
Yeah.
So I fucking hate that guy.
Fuck that guy. No, but you're right though. If you think about it, 100%.
And whenever I do that to people, I don't want to be that guy, so I make sure I compensate with a tip, and that's why I never really try to offer to buy the whole round, because I'm like, dude, we're better off just pay separate, dude. We all tip so fat that this guy's getting a fucking 100% tip.
Yeah.
When we all pay by ourselves, but when I pay for all you motherfuckers, I'm supposed to get 20%, dog.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Come
that.
on. Yeah,
And
exactly.
They're all $5 drinks, a $5 tip on a $5 drink's a fuckload.
Yeah, that's great. But then you're spending, 25 minutes making all those drinks for everybody, a couple rounds, and then you get fucking shit on with the tip, right?
So, did you see yesterday? Right. But did you see yesterday on Karma's story? Karma was requiring you to wear a mask to come into the building.
Really?
On a Friday night.
Did anyone show up?
Oh, they did. And you know
Still, wow.
Well,
okay.
the thing is, I saw some Instagram stories.
Really?
And the masks or the people that I did see, like, in the fucking bar, all had the same mask. There's the disposable, quick, easy one. So I'm sure these masks have finally like reached that point of like there's no longer a shortage of these, because even the fucking bars have them.
Yeah, we got boxes.
Yeah,
boxes of them.
There's gonna be a stockpile of these masks for the rest of our life just because of this one fucking outbreak.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try to be like, oh no, we need to use them for the rest of our life. I'm like, dude, why? You know how much fucking waste?
Well, dude, we're getting their fucking.
Granted, but don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like today, what was I saying? Is that over on that paper over there?
You ripped it off, right?
A certain amount, I think 125,000 new cases were.
Was it 150 right there?
150,000 cases reported by the World Health Organization, dude.
Do you think that's because lack of masks or the increase of testing?
I think it's a lot to do with the protests.
The just lack of social distancing and
I think it's protests.
Personal contact.
I think it's a lot to do with the combination of everybody starting to open back up, on top of like their data is bullshit because they're legally not allowed to ask you if you went to a protest. So if they're asking you, did you go to the bar this weekend? You say yes. Did you go to a protest? They can't even ask that question.
Well, you can't even.
So they can't include the fact that, I went to a bar this weekend and I tested positive, but I also went to a fucking vigil where I was breathing in fucking Nana Marie's fucking 5,000 for 10 fucking minutes while she sat there with a candle.
Like the Black Lives Matter movement had like a couple thousand people at the Capitol.
Yeah, and phenomenal
big,
as it
large
is,
groups.
as proud as I am for Boise for showing up, I'm pissed as a member, as a bartender, as somebody who's just been in the industry for a long time. I'm pissed for my industry people because that reflects them heavily. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna and I saw Ted's video. We had it on our podcast with Jared. We played his video, his vlog that he posted.
I did see that. Yeah, with his signs. Yeah,
we posted that on the podcast so people could listen to it. Whatever 5 of you listen, and fucking literally, man, it's to me. I wish they would just get the information right, get it readily available.
Yes.
And make it to where they're not blowing this misinformation out of the water.
But also admit when you fuck up, because we don't know what we're
it's misinformation.
We don't know what we're dealing with. That's okay. We all understand that.
How often do you see them saying, "Hey, we were wrong about that, so
never
don't do that again"?
Remember the WHO? Masks are the most stupidest thing you could ever do, ever. Why would you wear a mask? Fucking 2 weeks later, everyone wear a mask or else.
So you want to know something
doesn't
really,
make any
really
sense.
funny
It
that a
doesn't
lot
make
of
any
people
sense.
really don't understand? So, maybe 50% of the people that you see wearing a mask has a export or a fucking valve.
Yeah, it has the air out. Yeah,
has an air out valve. If you are wearing that mask and I just so happen to be in my own home, not wearing a mask, and if I have you working in my house,
motherfucking breathing,
bro, that is intake only. Yeah. And none of these people
it's
wearing
just a little exhaust
masks,
valve, right?
The reason these masks are working in the statistics is because they block
particulates,
both way particulates, not just one way.
Yeah,
half these people wearing masks
got those little fucking vents shooting
protecting themselves.
That's kind of selfish, bro.
When you
That's
think
wild.
about it, isn't
that's
that fucking
super.
You don't think.
No, because you think you're wearing a mask to be a responsible citizen, right? Yeah. But in reality, you could be making things worse, right?
I have this respirator that is the baddest ass motherfucking thing that I use for work all the time.
Are those the workout ones, or are you talking about like the one for like paint?
3M. Like if I got hit with tear gas, it would be.
The ones you use for work. But you could breathe. You could kind of breathe.
I could do better than you.
Your lungs will not be burning, right?
Everything else would be
fucked
my
up.
Face, my pores would be coming out of everything. But
I can breathe.
I can somewhat get some oxygen in me.
There you go. That's one.
Don't get me wrong. These aren't fucking it's not a gas mask, but I use it for chemicals.
Those are like the ventilators for when you're laying tile, right?
So I use it for when I do like acid washes or when I fucking mix super bad polymer like powders that when I mix it, it spurts up in my face and like cancer. I will probably end up with some.
You don't want that.
Knock on wood, some form of some shit of cancer someday from either
all those fucking
from
chemicals.
My dad's testicular cancer to fucking my negligence to wear protective gear when I was 18, 19, 20 years old.
Is that funny how we can just joke about that? Where we're like, you know what, we fucked up. It's probably gonna come bite me in the ass, but fuck it, right?
Chemo's a bitch, but I'll probably have to do it.
Right.
My dad and my uncle I think 3 out of my 5 uncles and aunts on my dad's side have had cancer.
Genetic dice are not in your favor right there.
Well, we're Italian, dude. We're pretty, but we're not lucky.
Yeah. That's why Italians just drink wine all day and chill. Like, we're not taking any chances, motherfucker.
For real. We've got, I don't know exactly how I feel about everything. Like, I'm don't get me wrong. I'm Mr. Community. I'm Mr. Camaraderie. I'm Mr. I love everybody. But I'm also really Republican sometimes. A lot of the time. I'm from Idaho, man.
What do you expect, man?
Dude, I was sleeping.
We're all gun-toting fucking hillbillies out here.
I sleep with a 9mm under my pillow, bro. And it's legal.
Everyone has a gun in Idaho. And you know what's crazy about that, though? How many fucking shootings do we have in Idaho? One ever? Because it was on accident?
Do you
a
know
misfire?
Ruby Ridge,
Maybe.
Idaho?
I don't know the facts, but I know it's very low compared to other states.
Yeah, the recent killing that was up in I believe. Did you hear with the 2 kids who passed away? Idaho
No.
killing.
What happened?
I don't think I wrote down.
That's horrible. Were they like mishandling a firearm or?
No, this guy from Idaho fucking kidnapped his neighbor's 2
wow.
kids. 2 kids and yes.
It's all coming back.
Click. So the reason I wanted to bring this up, you know how they convicted him of murder?
Yeah.
His Google locations from every place he's been. They
tracked it.
So there's this.
Wow.
There's yeah. So they tracked his Google information with GPS and cell towers through CAST, an FBI unit. So it stands for Central Antenna Statistics and Testing or some shit. I can't remember the actual fucking what it stands for.
No way.
If Camden was here, he'd look it up for me real quick. But or get on your phone, look it up. Look up what CAST with FBI stands. So it's an actual FBI unit, and this FBI unit. Oh my god, this is what scared the fuck out of me. So this is like literally is what like kind of let me know like if I were to ever do a serious crime, ditch my phone.
Yeah.
For like weeks before the fact that I even think about doing the fucking crime, like Jesus Christ, what they did, dude, is
That's
they
wild.
in the police. I read the whole police report. So in the police report, they were like, so it's to my knowledge now that in 2020 now people are believed to always have their phone on them, so we can correspond that with their location at any time. Dude, the FBI tracked this motherfucker's location of his phone, and they subpoenaed Google for his. You know, Google saves everywhere you go all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
They subpoenaed that information, and they tracked him. Dude, bro, it got down to the fact that he sat for 35 minutes and ate barbecue ribs at a place and then left. And they tracked his Del Taco time, and it's all in the police report, bro. And it's based off his phone locations. He stopped here and went there. He stopped here and went there.
Yeah.
Stopped here and went there. He kidnapped the kids at this time, at this day, because he was at their apartment at this time. I was
They
like,
literally have his whole.
yeah, it's a phenomenal thing that they caught the guy because of that.
I know.
But
right?
the fact that they have this kind of power now, and I'm aware of it, is I'm glad I read my shit.
Yeah.
So
right.
anybody
Yeah.
listening out there, bro, ditch your phone.
Yeah. Get rid of that.
Or
shit.
just don't kill people. But like for real, like they have
maybe focus on the second one a little more.
The FBI now has a full-on unit that can do this, will do this, and now has done this.
Bro, but where's the line between okay, now I'm chasing killers or
exactly
whenever I fucking feel like it.
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
Oh, you have an overpaid parking ticket. We're fucking kicking your house down. Bah! And they can just track you and find you. No problem.
Anybody who knows me knows that I'm terrible about my phone.
Oh, yeah. You were looking for it for 10 minutes while I was on your desk.
So I can honestly, like, if the police ever came after me in some kind of way like that, I could have 50 sworn witnesses sign a statement saying this guy has no
idea where his phone is.
No, there's no way that you can prove in any way, shape, or form that the location of his phone is actually where he is at any point in time. He has 6 phones, doesn't know where they're at half the time, and really only one of them works. So, like, nobody can keep track of this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
That's where I'm like, dude, that's why I'm so scared. Because I'm like, dude, you guys gonna think I killed somebody because I left my phone at a Wendy's for a week. Like,
yeah.
And I ended up getting it back. Like, somebody borrowed it, too. Who knows in that fucking week what happened. But, dude, I end up getting it back all the time. Granted, right now I'm rocking an iPhone 5 because I left my iPhone 8 in an Airbnb in Spokane last week.
Oh, no. That's a nice surprise for the next Airbnb guy.
Like, I'm terrible with phones.
Yeah. That's a nice little surprise for the next guy for that Airbnb.
Oh, I'm fucking shook. It's locked to AT&T only, so even if they do fucking try to, like...
Yeah, they can't do anything.
If they try to, like, actually steal it and unlock it, AT&T is going to still be like, this flows money on this phone, motherfucker.
Yeah, charge that. Yeah. We're charging that.
Unless the guy's got an AT&T fucking account, then they'll just let him use it. So.
Oh, shit.
I haven't reported it stolen because I've texted my girl like 7 times. Or I've asked my girl like 7 times, hey, it's her Airbnb. It wasn't mine. I was
Did you get an email?
Did you talk to the lady to because like
check? Yeah.
I'm not gonna say why, but it was like on the couch, and for circumstances that I shouldn't say, it got dislodged deeper into the couch.
Into it, yeah.
Yeah, and like
gotcha. We
haven't asked the lady to take the couch yet because my phone's probably buried in it, and it's a pull-out bed, so it's one of those couches. It's a 2-person couch with a pull-out bed, so it's got crevices.
It's in there. It's deep.
She's gonna have to search. Somebody
deep.
has not.
You have to pull that whole fucking thing out.
Somebody has not found it other than her.
Those big ass, heavy ass fucking couch Big ass metal ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally 300 pounds when you're trying to move those bitches into
Your
a
dad
new
would
apartment.
sleep on it all the time when he was in trouble and you're like 4 years old.
100%. Like, oh shit, leave mom alone.
Dad's in
She is
trouble.
not in a good mood.
Don't
Dad's
ask
on the
Dad why
pull-out.
he's on the pullout. Hey, Dad, why are you on the pullout?
You fucked up, kid. To never ask.
Ask your mother.
That's what you send your little brothers or
Ask your
sisters to
mother.
do.
Are you the oldest, the youngest?
I am the oldest.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm-
right. That's right.
Got a big family. Well, not a big little family. I wouldn't say big. Because I know some people out there with like, you know, those crazy motherfuckers with 8 kids. It's like, oh yeah, I have
Mormons.
12 brothers and sisters. You're like, oh, okay,
Mormons.
that sounds
Oh.
horrible.
Oh, you're Mormon.
I had 3 siblings, and the hierarchy was terrifying. Shit got fucking anarchical, man, or whatever the fuck you call that shit.
Biblical.
It got biblical, man. It would be smite thee, eye for an eye. It was all hands with the siblings, man.
Dude, so
But you got to do that,
pretty
man.
similar in my family, but like,
But now we're like so close, you know.
yeah, so I'm the youngest of 4. My brother's 10 years. My oldest brother is 10 years apart from me.
So he's a baby.
I'm the baby.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next one after that is 3 years younger than him. That's my sister, and she's 3 years younger. And then the next one's 3 years younger than that.
Oh shit.
So we're all 3 years apart, essentially.
Hmm.
But
That's good timing.
Yeah, yeah.
Your parents got in good rhythm.
Fuck, dude. Bro, my dad, like, he was going through chemotherapy on his nuts when they had me. So, like, the doctors were like, this shouldn't be a thing. You're pregnant?
Super sperm. Your dad's shooting power loads, dude.
Dude, it runs in the family.
Hey.
Fucking A, good genes. I think it's just the Italian part.
It's just the Italian stallion, man. There's a reason they say that.
Yeah, dude. So I'm the youngest, and I'm the only one who lives in Idaho, too. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, they all.
I know.
decided-
Isn't that wild how that happens with your
Yeah.
siblings? Same with my siblings. We all live in different states.
I'm fucking 25 now. I don't know how that happened.
So that snuck up on you, huh? Feels like just yesterday you were like teaching me bartending at fucking China Blue, bro. And that was for fucking ever ago, if you think about it.
What is the most interesting story you can say? Were you there the day the guy got stabbed?
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
I think I was.
I don't
there
know
too.
if you want the rest of that. It's kind of booty. But that's a bad habit. I always like ash it after I'm hitting it because, you know, when you're just
I
alone.
don't know, dude.
right?
Cigarettes tend to fucking be an asshole.
I know you try to just share them, man, you know. But no. That one was a pretty crazy story. So you're talking about crazy stories that we had encountered at Lake China Blue or bartending
any
or
story that's-
bartending as a in general because you in particular and me have all been all over the gamut and the bars working down there.
Oh, any story that's better than your graduation night.
Trying to remember that.
The captain.
I don't remember that.
When I ended up naked in the captain's.
Oh yeah, bro. That was wild. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh fuck.
I forgot about that. There's too many of those. But that one in particular was amazing, man. Yeah, so we did a
That's
graduation
gonna stick with
party.
me for the rest of my life. I want to hear it in your eyes. Let's
Yeah,
hear how
so
you
we had a
have to say
great
it.
graduation
I've said it
party.
on this podcast before.
My mom was a wonderful host, hooked it up. Beautiful little backyard next to the golf course, right? Food, drinks, fucking everything. We're set. Just feeling the love, the family, the friends were all around. Drinks were flowing heavily.
I think I brought a half gallon of Tito's. and-
Heavily. And that was gone.
Yeah.
We had like a nice little punch bowl, you know, with the margarita. You know those little marg buckets?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, those margarita buckets. My mom, God bless her heart. Oh, it says, you know, quarter, 1 cup, whatever. Whole fucking bottle, each tub. She's like, no, we're having a good time.
We're having a graduation.
We're having a good time. Neglected to tell anybody, and then we're like, oh, how strong? She's like, just the normal amount, the whole bottle. We're like, no, that's quadruple the amount if you read the instructions. Oh, so anyways, we drink all that plus Casey's gift. So that's another half gallon. Granted, you know, 15 people. If it was just me and Casey, I think this would have ended horribly. But there's a big group, so
And it didn't?
we're not bending that.
You're saying it didn't?
It didn't help. Yeah, it didn't
It
help.
didn't. You're saying it didn't end horribly?
Oh, well, for Casey it did, but well, granted, I was pretty fucked. I was sauced. So I don't know the whole story, but all I remember is waking up because I'm passed out on the floor.
No, you're passed out on the futon.
I was on a futon. Okay, so
futon.
I got comfy, so that means I'm out.
I was on the futon next to you. There's 2 futons. I was on one. You're on the other.
Okay, so I'm out. I wake up. What the fuck? Fucking the host, the owner of the house comes out in his whitey tighties, big ass pot belly, big stout man. What the fuck? Stomping through his house. What the fuck? Screaming. Walks outside. He's like, no one fucking talked to me. No one talked to me.
Was this in the morning?
This was like, I don't know. This was like really, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. Like early.
Oh, so he didn't just go back to bed?
This is the first time I heard it, at least. He's all like, oh, fuck. We get down there. Casey's butt-ass naked. He's like, yo, this felt like the safe. It looked like so peaceful. He was butt-ass naked, curled up, just like passed the fuck out in their bed. And it just looked like he was like, yo, this seems like the most peaceful place to pass the fuck out. You look so happy. It's the biggest smile I've ever seen. I was like, oh, that looks nice. I was like, that looks really nice. And then I went back to bed because it looked really nice. I was like, oh, that looks like a good time. But yeah, unbeknownst to me, he had walked in the bathroom, peed on something. It was not a toilet. Then into their master bedroom. And then was like, yeah, I'm going to crawl in bed. That sounds nice. And got snuggled with this man because he did snuggle with this Casey. So they were woken up to Casey and the owner of the house cuddling, straight up cuddling. And they were just like, oh, embraced. And then I guess the owner woke up. It was like, oh, this isn't my wife. Who is this naked man in my bed? And I woke up to that shit.
It was actually, what I was told by Nate was, so apparently Matt does that all the time when he's drunk.
Yeah. Oh, so his
mom thought that was Matt and then realized that this wasn't black kid hair.
Yeah.
So she was like, wait a minute, this isn't my kid.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey guys, come get your fucking friend.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when I saw that, hoping you carried your ass out of there, you looked so peaceful. It was funny. I could not stop laughing because he was just like so comfy in this big ass king bed, chilling with the 2 fucking owners of the house.
I think what I did,
naked,
bro, is like, so I was passed out on the couch, and then I went to the bathroom, and
which was the master.
No.
Okay.
I went to the bathroom right by the couch.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And I was taking a leak, and I was just fucking. I think I fell or something, dude. I either fell, but I made a mess. So what I did, I was like,
we've
oh,
all
fuck.
been. Yeah.
I pissed all over my pants.
Time to shower.
I thought I was at my house.
Oh, yep.
And in my house, my bathroom goes to the right, and my bed's right there.
Right
so
where their master
is. First room
is.
I could find, and just crawled in.
You're like, pass out.
Yeah, and I was like,
oh no. I have made a bad decision.
I think I might have said I love you a couple times.
Dude, you looked like you were like in bliss, just double cheek up, in just both cheeks, full cheeks. So it was wild.
So who's the one who put boxers on me?
I wasn't, because I just picked your ass up.
Somebody put some drawers on me. It wasn't me.
Oh wow.
I think Nate dressed me.
What a good guy.
Yeah.
What a good guy.
There's a reason we don't talk a lot anymore.
Yeah. that interaction between 2 men can go one or 2 ways.
I don't remember.
Brotherhood or. Sorry.
We still hang out.
Yeah. Brotherhood or I touched your dick. I had a fucking.
Can't look at you the same. Can't even look you in the eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Eye contact, no more.
No, we can't. Yeah, that's exactly it.
See, having eye contact with Matt.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. I love him to death. He's a cool guy. I feel so bad.
That's tough.
Why do you think I left that morning so quickly? I was like.
I just woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, yeah, that happened. That was fun.
I woke up that morning and was like, oh, that happened.
I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah.
All I was told was you slept with the captain, and I was like, what does that mean?
That's a good thing.
Who's the captain?
That is a good thing.
What does that even mean?
It's a legendary captain. Apparently that man drinks like a sailor, but he runs the ship or some shit like that. So he's the captain. He runs the party. That guy is an animal.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is he even in the military?
I don't know.
Chamois claw.
I don't know much about that guy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know fucking anything.
I just know
other than the fact that I cuddled with him naked.
I mean, that's a good start. To
No,
meet
I was
somebody.
told that I was Winnie the Pooh.
Huh?
I had a shirt on, just dick out.
Oh, that's worse look than butt naked. That's
vulnerable.
That's
bro.
like, ugh.
That's vulnerable.
Yeah,
That's
that's a worse look. Just too small of a t-shirt, dick out. That's not a good look.
Dick out, nothing else.
If it was just nothing, you're like, all right.
Party.
But you found a Winnie the Pooh shirt.
No, dude.
How do they dress you?
No, Winnie the Pooh. That's what he does. He's got no drawers, bro.
Oh, I see.
I was Winnie the Pooh in it, bro.
Oh my god.
I was motherfucking Winnie the Pooh up
Yes.
in there. I was like, "Where's the honey?
What's up?
Let me get some honey. What's up, sugar mama? You got some honey? Oh."
Let's fucking go. Yeah, that was a wild one, but that wasn't like that was post.
That was a good graduation.
That was a great graduation. That wasn't like post bartending though. I think the craziest bartending story was like witnessing that assault/murder. That was wild. And you know what's crazy though? And I don't like
Did he die?
advertise. Yeah. I'm not. I'm
I
gonna put that on a. I'm gonna put that on a 75% confidence, but I'm pretty sure that was a while ago. But I don't want to like.
Camden was here right now, so he can Google that for us.
Yeah, he probably. Yeah.
Camden, normally Camden just sit there, just he's got it. I'm like, he's
a wizard. But no, I don't want to like.
He's our Jamie, man.
Yes.
He's our Jamie.
But I don't want to like talk shit about like a traumatic experience to a person or an establishment. But when I was reading that story and hearing it from other people, and then talking to other people inside of bigger cities, they're like, okay, some motherfucker got stabbed. Right. That's every day at big nightclubs. But going back to what we were saying, Boise, that never fucking happens. Ever. I've lived here for fucking 17 years. I've never seen that.
Whole life?
My entire fucking life. I'm 23, so I lived here. My whole fucking life. That's never happened ever, and it happens.
Dude,
right?
this is a town that
The safest.
just people. It's like, yeah, Robert got murdered recently, but like
Comparatively to the rest of the murder rates.
That's what I'm saying. Like this place is just don't move here, but it's fucking great.
Yeah, it's horrible. You never want to live here.
Don't fucking live here. You're terrible if you live here. But dude,
Don't fucking come here.
did you? So I talked about this.
It's amazing, but don't come
I
here.
talked about this with Jared, bro. We had I guess 250,000 people move here during the pandemic from California or some shit. Like just in
They
general.
got out of Dodge. They're like, we're out.
Yeah. This is okay. I wish somebody, if they heard this, would get back to me on this. Camden's not here to really clarify it, but I was told.
Well, we need some fact checkers.
Dude, I was told. What's 250,000? 250,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 250,000 people moved here.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's growing significantly. That's a moving pandemic.
That apparently that's what happened. This is also by some cab fucking driver. Told me this.
Yeah. So.
This guy seemed pretty. Actually, he was an Uber driver, not a cab driver. I take both. Whatever.
Uber is a little more reliable though, so I could believe that guy.
Yeah.
Taxi
He
drivers.
was a very elderly, very nice, very educated-looking man. So he was
Dude,
a cool
you
guy.
know what's talking about?
But-
You know what'd be a cool podcast theme? Uber driver conversations. How many wild ass deep conversations have you had with an Uber, bro?
Dude, you just got the best thing of my life. So this laptop.
How deep do you
this
have those
laptop
conversations?
that I have hooked up right here.
Yeah.
Is capable of running my whole podcast. It's not the best I
It'd
have
be
I have
something, right?
I have a fucking gaming computer right here that I process everything on, and I
Yeah.
don't game on. I just use it for the podcast.
For the video editing, right? Yeah.
I just use it for that. And I purposely like run everything on here because it's mobile. If I need to take this somewhere, I can. So I just need to take
That would
things.
be a crazy theme. You should explore that on an
I
episode.
can only do the thing
That'd
is
be
with
cool.
this. If I'm doing a mobile cast, I can't take the soundboard. I can only take one mic.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
can take two mics. I can take two mics.
Can you link your like iPhone or something? Like
No,
make
so
that as a
see, I
recorder?
have
or-
an inverter over here. I have a USB converter. See that right there?
Yeah.
So that's called an interface, and that interface is an analog to digital. So
Yeah.
it takes all of this because I don't use USB. All of this is actual dude. This is I can plug this into an amp and play a fucking song right now.
Oh, okay.
This is all real equipment. This is no fucking bullshit. This is
I know.
This is
is
no
actually
10 USB mics. This is full on studio equipment. and I have a
This is
converter.
legit.
And I have a converter.
There's those dudes with podcasts like talking to my iPhone.
Yeah,
You're
fuck
like,
that.
oh, okay.
No. And so
Hello.
and this converts into a inverter, which has actually everything that me and you are using right now.
Yeah.
I have a soundboard, and that all goes into my soundboard. I have it's a 10-port or 12-port soundboard, and I can mix. I have like a sound mixer if I want to add like an iPad and fucking make fucking sound effects. I can do stupid shit, but I'm more about talking to people than doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Or mainly that's for Camden if he wants to sit over there and like add sound effects and shit. But I have an intro to the show, so I don't need to do that during like if I wanted to not do any post production.
Yeah.
I could have a soundboard which is on a tablet, which I have plenty of, and just make a sound button and just hit that sound. And every time I hit that sound, or right when we start the episode, I just hit play and it plays my intro song real quick.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, but what I do is my intro song, I don't know if anybody knows this, I don't think I've talked about this on the podcast, is actually my dad playing the guitar.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's really
Here,
cool.
Pull up your phone real quick. Pull up your phone and go to Apple Podcasts.
Let's see
Do you have
this.
podcast app on your phone?
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, go to your phone, pull up the Apple Podcast app, and then pull up
Young Blood.
pull up my episode with Blaze Alpha and Rondell Grant Jr.
We'll pull that fucking up.
Rondell Grant McNair, not Jr. Sorry, I'm fucking dumb. I should know my friend's name. I need it. Huh? I'm busy right now. Leave me alone. Okay, well, I was going to tell you this. Okay, you just did the first mistake that all of my listeners need to actually hear this. So, my podcast is called the Young Blood Podcast. There's no the. Okay. Second mistake is Young Blood Podcast is all one word. There's no spaces anywhere.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
because, dude, there's some other guy that does a Young Blood Podcast that's, like, based on men's health, and it's, like, good for you, bro. Like, you do a good job, but I have more. Okay, we're doing more. We're doing
We have
bigger
some
things
content. We
have content. Like, I have more. I have, like, in the 2 months that I've started, 3 months that I've started this podcast, 4 months, I don't know how long it's been. I've been doing it since COVID started. Since the day we got quarantined is when I started this podcast. But since then, I have surpassed him in followers on everything already. So, but
Fuck that guy.
he does have more money into his podcast startup because you can tell he's got higher quality cameras, and a couple of his videos were higher quality. But my shit's not as high quality, but my shit's just fucking better.
Just flat out.
It's just oh, god damn it, face.
Dude, I don't know how to work these new ones, man.
Oh, I don't do
It
that.
never-
That's why I haven't
it
bought the
never
new
works.
iPhones, because I'm like, facial recognition? Fuck you.
Dude, that shit is taking over.
Well, dude, did you not just... The fucking guy got taken to jail for murder because of his
Exactly.
location on his phone.
And now they're
So-
tracking your face, bro.
So...
So have you read a lot about that face tracking systems, like in China, for example?
Dude,
Have you read a lot about that?
It makes me cry a little bit.
It
I'm
freaks
nervous.
me the fuck out. They have the social credit system. They know where you're going, your tendencies. They can match you based off your face to your car, your phone, your everything. It's wild, man. And they have that all fucking logged in fucking giant ass server rooms and big ass towers.
So... That's also got something to do with that FBI unit that fucking...
Track that
Cast.
motherfucker down. Tracked his ass down.
So, when I start one of my podcasts...
There's like soul in that. I like that.
To the Young Blood Podcast, ladies. Yeah, my dad didn't even know I was recording that.
That's a great little riff he's got there.
Oh, my dad's a fucking
That's
baller
awesome.
at the guitar, man. You have no idea. He's a master. He's a master string picker, man.
Is that where you picked up your guitar skills?
So I try. Like,
Yeah.
dude, my dad is so good. I can fret. I can play, like, fucking one song, nothing. I play the drums more, but, like, my dad, bro, he's so good at the guitar.
Really?
Yeah, so anybody who has heard that beginning riff, like, that's not some shit that I just, like, pulled off the internet. That's not some shit, anything. My dad was literally ripping fucking dick on the guitar one day, dude. And I was like, dude, he didn't
really
know I
good.
was doing this. I plugged him into my soundboard because I had all my podcast shit set up one day, and he was playing, dicking around. He was just literally just like, just sitting there.
Just fucking around.
Dude,
hitting
and I
hitting
had him
the
plugged into my
freestyle riff.
computer. I had Audacity open. I hit record the whole time, and I closed the window so he didn't see, and he just ripped for like a minute and a half maybe, and I took that part out of that minute.
Bro, that's a gift, man.
Oh,
like,
my dad is so good at guitar.
Something that I've always been pissed to myself about. It's like, yo, just be good at music. But sometimes...
Sorry.
No, dude, you're good. But sometimes you just don't fucking have it. You know? Dude, I don't. I'm musically challenged.
I don't know if, like, you know what I do for a living. Everybody else knows what I do for a living. I'm a tile installer. If you can't see
those
this,
are some calluses.
Not even calluses. I have. If you've seen the
those
movie
are like,
Wreck-It Ralph.
Those are inside knuckles.
So, Colton has hands probably twice the size of mine. Like, these are small, bro. My hands are tiny. Look at this shit.
Yeah, but they feel like rocks, my guy.
Like, okay, like, all right. Show on the camera. Show on the camera right here. Lean over my way. Yeah, his hands, like, are a solid centimeter or more longer each finger. My palm. I'm a weird motherfucker. I got a palm like a bear.
Bro, you have inside knuckles on your fucking hand. It's wild.
I do have inside knuckles.
Yeah, feel that shit, dude. That's fucking wild.
That's from... I'm a tile mason, dude. I fucking move rock. Literally, like, my hand's like...
Place and design
dude,
rock.
I'm the guy you would never want to have to play in Game of Mercy with.
Ooh, no.
You know what I mean? Like,
or
if
how about that fucking Russian slap fight shit? You would be...
Oh, I got the
You would be champ.
I wouldn't... Dude, there's that one motherfucker, though.
That big dude with the beard?
Shit.
Big white chonky dude?
You see the video of his, like, fucking skinny tweaker friend who got, like, a slap from him?
Murdered.
With the two strippers that were, like...
Murked him.
Stripping on the poles next to him.
He was, like, tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's bleeding. He's straight.
Murdered. He was sitting there like this. He had no idea where he was. On the ground, bleeding out of his fucking ear.
Knocked him.
I had no... like, you know you got fucking rocked when you bleed out of your ear. Like, that's a different kind of, like...
Okay, by a slap, up. You guys.
Yeah, he didn't even get punched.
By
it was
a fucking slap.
Open hand, bop, like, slap champion comes in. I'm going to fuck you up. I would never... No. That guy looks like he will just... Dude, no.
Fuck your girlfriend and then slap you?
And then slap the shit about you? Yeah, no.
Slap her once, slap you 6 times. Like, everybody's fucked up.
Fuck everybody up.
And he's just fucking...
How much would
it
take for you to, like, try one of those contests? Would it take some, like, convincing, or would you be like, a beer and a shot and let's go?
I got to see my competition first.
That dude. That big motherfucking Russian dude.
Okay.
Big fat Russian boy.
If I get to slap somebody else, but take a slap from him, maybe. But
That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade.
Yeah, he's gonna take my slap and be like,
yeah, because you need to knock someone out.
I need to slap somebody of equal weight.
Yeah, you need to fuck someone up, and then when you get fucked up, you're like, but he still fucked that guy up. Like he's still, but like that's the champ, but he still fucked him up.
He took a slap from the champ and rocked a guy, so you
so
know,
that's a wash.
He's
right?
still getting his dick sucked tonight.
Exactly. He's
not Joe Schmo sitting on the ground in the fetal position, bro.
Seizing, doesn't know what year he's in. Yeah, that's a fair trade. I see. That's a good one. Exactly. I see it on that one.
Exactly.
That's fucking perfect, man.
You ever try frisbee golf?
Frisbee golf? Yes. I actually just... Well, let me tell you a story, motherfucker. No, but for the listeners, man, got invited to go with my pops to go fucking play frisbee golf. That sounded horrible, right? It's frisbee golf. Unbeknownst to me, I'm kind of good. It might be in beginner's luck, but I'm actually decent at frisbee golf. Wild. Anyways, hole 3 comes around, par birdie. I'm like, okay, I kind of like this game. Changed my whole perspective. I was like, but it's wild. It's like, oh, you're decent. Because with golf, fuck golf. That is the hardest sport
I'm so bad at golf.
I've ever played.
I can play. I can get around. I can like do it, but I'm like not good.
No. You know? I'm horrible. Dude, I bought like 15 balls the other day for my brother's 21st birthday. Got them all sauced and made him drive the golf cart while we're playing golf. 15 balls, bought 15 balls, lost. Yeah.
All 15?
I'm not good.
Bro, I mean, like, I was being modest, and I was like, I hate playing. I can at least get around the fucking
No,
field.
I'm bad, my guy. I'm bad. And it's, something you want to try to be like, oh, I want to get better at. Fuck, no. That's not happening.
You know what's fun to do? Over golfing?
getting super wasted. That's a fun.
Just going to the driving range, bro.
Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
I'll just go smash some golf balls and get fucked up.
Just hit some
night. Yeah.
bangers. Doesn't matter if it's straight, left, right. Just
go
into Jupiter.
Get two buckets and go until you get a blister. Call it a night.
Exactly.
It's
if I haven't hit 5 into the stratosphere, I'm not happy. Right?
My goal is to hit a goose.
Oh, that's always a bonus shot, right?
If you can hit a goose.
No, if you hit the fucking
hey,
cart.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fucking animal killer or hater. Just
That's
if
the
they're
risk you
dumb enough
take.
to run through the fucking
Yes.
golf course field, we're gonna aim for you.
Sorry, golfers all will unite on that. Maybe not
Please.
all. I can't speak for all of them, but
So the vegan ones won't.
no.
The vegan ones won't, dude.
Yeah, the PETA and the vegan. No,
Have you ever tried being vegan?
I did try it, but I think diet is totally based on individuals. Not you can't one size fits all. There's just no way. So I tried it.
That's
I
a
felt,
fair statement.
I felt very healthy. I felt good, but like my energy levels were down.
You know how I feel about being vegan?
Hmm.
Oh, I fucking love cooking vegan, being vegan, doing the whole vegan thing with
Yeah.
the side of a steak.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I will eat a vegan meal all day long, but I will eat a fucking
With a nice
rib rack right on the
prime
side,
rib.
dude.
Medium rare with
Medium
a little
rare.
rosemary and onion.
Yeah,
Boom.
and then an extra large glass of like fucking milk or water, like just like.
Or just raw eggs. Well, let's
Yeah,
fucking don't
fucking
stop
let's
it there.
go.
Let's not stop there.
Dude, when I'm like actually going to the gym and building, I'm biking avidly right now. I biked 40 miles almost
Dude,
within the last 2 days.
Amazing
3
way to
days.
stay in shape. Amazing way to
Dude, did you see my fixie?
Yeah.
Fixie when you walked
Yeah,
in there?
yeah.
That's a single speed, bro. That thing is fucking
That's no joke. That is
all
quads all day.
all leg, bro.
All day.
All leg. And I've been a biker for
40 miles a day? Really?
I've been in the last 3 days. I did
Last
40
2 days.
miles,
That's
yeah.
really good, though.
Yeah, and I only rode 2 days in the last 3 days. So
There you
those are
go.
2 days really. Fucking, I have had unbelievably bad luck with tubes and stuff, and I finally just, dude, I haven't shit you not since I bought this bike. I have spent about $600 or $700 in maintenance on it.
Get rid of that. That's fucked up.
I don't have my license.
Oh, yeah. Not bike it is.
But it's just because I had a bad tire and a bad rim, and I was also putting the tubes in like a jackass.
Yeah, dude, bikes, when you put miles in them, they do start adding up. They really
well,
do.
I was doing something wrong. I was also like doing something wrong with like not having the right kind of tube, and
Yeah.
I was fucking up, and it just basically I went through fucking like 8 tubes in the matter of 2 weeks.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Literally 8.
I went through a phase like that when I was biking a lot. It would just be tube after tube after tube because you're not doing something right. It fucks it up more.
Exactly, man. It was so bad, and finally I literally have spent. So I was doing it myself, and on tubes alone, I've spent over $200 on tubes in the last month.
Yeah, that's probably
Tubes.
because your rim alignment.
I bought
is
like
fucked
20.
up, right?
Something was wrong, and
With
I've
the
done. But
rim.
so after the first like 5, I went and got tune up on my bike. Cost me $150.
Wow, that's a lot.
It needed a tune up because I also needed 2 new tubes because I hit a pothole and popped 2 tubes the night before. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not changing any more tubes. Fuck this. I took it to the bike shop.
Dude,
I was like, take care of
Get
it.
a fucking hybrid bike where it's like slash mountain bike slash road bike. It's a
I'm
nice.
just gonna put an engine on this bitch. Call it a day. I used
There
to
you
have
go.
I used to have one of those, a motorbike, and somebody stole it out of my fucking front yard here at this apartment.
Oh.
I had a dope ass fixed gear
And someone
single
jacked
speed
it.
bike with a
The little
little fucking 50cc engine on it,
A little
bro.
lawnmower, those little
Dude,
weed
and
trimmer.
it looked like a mini motorcycle. It had a full kit. It wasn't
That's
it wasn't like a
cool.
bootleg. It was a kit that I
Bro,
built. It was super
All I'm
dope.
saying is fuck bike thieves. Okay.
Yeah,
If
it
you're
was
gonna
a
be
really
a
sad day.
thief,
They
if
stole
you're
it on
gonna be a
Thanksgiving
thief,
weekend too.
Go, love my grandpa, and he's a joker, but this man would say, if you're gonna steal, go big. Don't fucking waste your shit on fucking other people over and stealing their shit. If you're gonna cross that line, go fucking all the way, right? go
Makes
balls deep, because those people are stealing people's bikes. I've had 3 or 4 bikes stolen
I've
from
had
me
like 6.
when I had no car. When I was working 3 jobs, biking to each fucking job, and motherfucker would steal that. My one way of transportation, right?
I don't
It's
think I've
something that-
ever had bigger temper tantrums
What do you mean?
than when my bikes get stolen.
Dude,
I
furious.
lose my shit. I'm just
Furious.
like, humanity's, I hate you.
fuck everyone.
When I was working at
Yes.
Tailgate, dude, one of the bikes. So I had my bike hidden behind the dumpster.
They have a dumpster cage, and I had my
Yeah,
bike locked up behind the dumpster in the cage.
Bike thieves
Somebody
are,
stole that, bro.
Bike thieves are another level of scum, dude. I don't like them. Because if
They
you
get
think
away
about
with
it,
They get away with it
if
all
you
the time.
think about
it's so
it,
easy to get away with
it's
it.
so easy because it's just, I'm a dude on a bike.
Nobody registers their bike. You can't prove a bike stolen unless it's a registered bike.
Yeah, and that's a process. Trust me, I've tried.
That's a monopoly of thieves right there.
100%. It's a whole systematic thievery.
I
don't
filed
know.
a police report when my bike got stolen.
And
Nothing.
they're in on it.
Well, it was because the reason I did that is because like the bike was
We'll
worth
make a conspiracy right now.
Yeah, the
Boise
bike was
cops
over
are
worth-
stealing- No.
yeah, with the engine
I
kit
love
and
the Boise
everything.
cops. They're
I could
great.
prove the bike over worth like $2,000 with the engine kit and all that stuff. So it was a grand theft.
Oh, see, that's how you get their attention. Now it's a big ticket.
That's why I filed a police report. I was like, dude, I got a
This is
police report for
legit
a grand theft.
money.
Somebody stole a fucking
I
$2,000
should've
bike out of my
motherfucking-
house. Like, this wasn't a fucking $500 bike or
Yeah.
$200 bike. It's
This
60.
was like a lot.
This is a lot of money with an engine on it. This is a vehicle.
This is
Somebody
straight
stole a vehicle.
thievery,
N-
yeah.
Not a pedaled bicycle. This had an engine on it. This was also not just a frame. The frame alone was worth $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, is what I said. You know,
Did they do anything, or what can they
they
do?
looked for it.
What can they do though? It's a bike. That's the hardest thing to
They
find.
looked for it. And then on
Right.
New Year's Eve, I swear to God, I found my bike that night, and I talked to a cop, and he was like, "It's kind of a bad night for that right now, bud." And
Yeah,
I was
we're
like,
not. Fuck you.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, honestly, I'm not sure if it's my bike anyways. Fuck it.
But it kind of looks like it, and I want it.
I was like,
And I want my bike back.
so just don't arrest me if I cut this lock right now. Cool.
All right, cool.
I've got an industrial set of bolt locks too.
Yeah, man. So I had a really nice.
The
I
bolt
should have
cutters.
reported it, but in hindsight, it's 2020. Probably wasn't gonna do anything anyways. But I had a really nice mountain bike because
I
that
already
was my.
know somebody took mine apart. They couldn't. There's
They
no
chopped
way.
it up. Yeah.
There's
right.
no way they could have sold that as a whole. Like,
No,
I
that's
just-
too specific of a.
I had
Right? Yeah. It's
It
like
was so specific. It was decked out too. Like it was,
custom made, bro. It's
It was decked out.
Yeah.
I was like, you piece of shit. It had back rack. It had a fucking. I had an electric taillight system that I installed on it, dude. It was a full on like.
so I just saw that thing moving. Just
Dude,
making
there's
sure
a
it's not gonna
ghost in my
fall off.
house, bro.
No, I just hope it didn't fall off.
No, it's my dog.
Oh.
Gatsby, up,
Oh,
up,
it's a pupper.
up.
Oh, that's why he sat on
Oh.
the wire. Oh, buddy,
sit.
you were
sit.
you were
Come here, you're a cop.
about to fuck some shit up, my guy.
Oh, you're so close to ruining everything.
He's being a good boy though.
Oh, you're such a good boy. No, hello.
No sudden movements.
Okay.
You're
we got
safe.
you. Holy cow, you guys! That was cat.
His whole head was wrapped around the fucking camcorder
I'm sorry,
cord.
just
No, you're
totally,
good.
like-
He just laid right on top of us.
I just did some total footsie stuff with Colton right now. That was not okay. Okay. See if I got anything else on here that was important. So there was the shooting in Seattle at the Chop Camp.
So what is the chop camp? Is that the what we were kind of talking earlier, like
The
the
big protest in Seattle
Anarchy.
where they shut down the fucking police department or
Anarchy
the
block.
police station, and the mayor won't do anything about it because she quote unquote said it's going to be a summer of love and like isn't stepping in and doing anything. And so basically there is an American group of I want to say patriots is what they're calling themselves. Patriots. Are you familiar with the biker group Hells Angels?
Yes.
So
Pretty sure there's a faction in, or whatever they call it, a club in Colorado Springs. I've seen them. They're pretty cool.
There's a numerous amount of very dangerous, reputable biker gangs that are a part of this, allegedly a part of this group. I don't know if they're actually in the group. But basically, there has been a Facebook movement with over, I want to say when I heard the article, this is, I can't say factually, but I want to say 2,000 confirmed people were going to this so-called event. And so it's an anti-protest.
Anti-protest?
It's an anti-protest.
Interesting.
Basically, it's Hells Angels and the bikers violently taking back the area that they took, and that's what they're saying they're doing.
In Seattle.
Yes. So they're going to go there. So
Wow.
basically, and they're doing this on the 4th of July as a Patriot Act.
They're doing like a we're gonna storm
in the true American
because
fashion.
they're attacking Antifa is the way they're saying this is Antifa, we're America.
That's
fuck
what's
you guys.
fucked up about American history,
They're
right?
trying to start a civil war right now.
Yeah, but they're not wrong because American history was earned through fighting, bloodshed, tears, and sweat.
How would you? What are the likelihoods of a civil war in your eyes? How likely
Bro.
do you think it would be?
I don't know if it's likely, but I've tread on this thought a lot.
Is there a chance?
100%. I called this, bro. Like, I'm not calling anything, but I've had this thought like 5 years ago. You know, in those moments where you're just kind of spacing out, fucking thinking about weird shit, right? And you're like, yo, the way shit's going right now, I could see a civil war happening. And now we're like 5 years in the future, and shit has gone completely to the fan.
It's
Completely to the fan. And it's nobody's fault.
This is no longer a fan, bro. This is a shredder.
Yeah,
This
it's
shit's
a
hit the
fucking
shredder,
wood
bro.
chipper, bro. The American dream is just getting hurt. I was literally thinking about this. Like, it's weird to see all this shit because... Oh, yes, sir. It's weird to see this shit because... Like, I feel like as I was growing up...
Grab me a beer.
Oh, you were like, yo, drink this beer. You're like, no,
fucker.
give me a beer.
Grab me a beer.
Yo, drink a beer. I'm like, okay, don't twist my arm,
I was
Casey.
wondering what you were saying when I was like, grab me a beer. You're like...
You just said, I just seen this motion. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
twist my arm.
You're like, yeah,
My
I'll
bad.
drink my beer. You're like, Jesus.
Don't have to tell me twice. My bad. But no, I think I was talking about, yes. So over the years living in this country, I feel like I've steadily watched the decline of the like quality of this country. Is that just me? I don't know. Because I feel like, and don't get me wrong, we've never been in a better place ever. But I feel like now we're going in an opposite direction. We're still in an amazing place than we've ever been before and all time. But you can kind of watch and track the progress of a decline.
Let me answer your question with a counter question.
Okay.
Are you afraid right now? Like, are you
For the future or the...
No, just right now, with the pandemic, with the furiosity of the
civil
protests,
unrest, right?
with everything going on, being a white male in America right now, are you afraid to go to these protests because being a white male, just in general, just is this scary for you? Just as everything.
I think you would be wrong to say you can't be, because it's not the act of what's happening, right? Because that's like, yes, good, it needs to finally fucking happen. We need to be fucking hearing our voices heard about police brutality, fucking injustice in our fucking, system of law, everything, right? You fucking name it. Fucking rent prices going up every single fucking year. People getting fucked left and right every day. Yes, fuck that shit. But, like, what do you think was going to happen?
Right.
After all this shit going down, what did you expect?
Well,
What
the
did
thing
you
is, like,
expect to happen?
I'm an opinionated person. I'm an opinionated Republican male living in Idaho, but I come from California, born and raised for 15 years when I was a kid and stuff like that. And like, I also have a lot of friends that are very left and just very strong about how they feel, and I'm also very empathetic. Like, I'm not fucking human.
100%.
As red as I am, I'm a fucking human.
That's what it is at the end of the day when you're like, as a white man,
so when I see all
being
these
afraid,
black right movements, all these Trump supporters at the same
It's not
time,
even...
I'm not a big Trump supporter. I'm Republican, but at the same, I'm not a big fan. I'm all for my homies out there trying to get their rights. Like,
Yeah,
and I want to be there with them, and I want to protest with them. But there's like, when I was out there during one of the protests around midnight, one of the nights, and it started getting violent, and I was cycling around town, and I was videotaping this stuff and documenting it, and there was a lot of Trump supporters, and there was a lot of the BLM people out protesting. Everybody was just tense.
Yeah, tensions
and
are high.
Being just somebody who's riding
Tensions
around on
are
a bike, and I wasn't wearing it. That's the thing. I was wearing a Hawaiian fucking shirt.
Yeah.
That's where I was worried.
The
because
go-to
I was
look.
the only person who wasn't wearing all black.
Yeah.
And I didn't plan it that day because I was just going to the vigil. I stopped by it, checked it out, and then like I was cycling around. It was a hot day. I was cycling around. That's just what I do. I ride bikes, and to me, I was like, I don't want to be at the vigil right now. I'm the only person like not wearing all black. Like I was worried. Like I had genuine. Like I was like, oh my god. Like
also, and then I saw a giant group of people protesting in a large group saying, fucking, I can't breathe, you know, and just being a white male, no mask, wearing fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Not part of the movement,
yeah,
right?
I took my distance, but what I did instead of protesting is I documented things. I was up on the ceiling of a parking garage, videotaping everything, just getting coverage of it, like just doing my part to be like this, and then I posted
recording this moment.
and I posted it on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I was like, Boise's with the movement, you know, like, and that's I was promoting it.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing my part. Yeah, I wasn't down there protesting deliberately, but that's also because I was genuinely kind of afraid.
Yeah.
I was genuinely afraid of confrontation. People were tense. People were like, I didn't want somebody to be like, you white piece of shit. Like, you.
It turns to mob
like,
mentality.
You didn't even like, how
right?
dare you disrespect George Floyd and not even wear black tonight? Like I didn't want something like that. I didn't want to give
100%.
somebody a reason. You know,
start some shit.
But what I did at that point was, instead of not doing anything, I tried to do something.
Yeah, right. That's what you can do.
You know, and that's what this whole thing was about. Like, people are asking, like, what can I do? What can I do to help? It's like, as a privileged white person, you know, or like you see all these privileged white people kneeling in front of the police and the National Guard and protecting black people and stuff like that. You know, there's all kinds of things we can be doing. And, you know, guys, I run a podcast, you know, that doesn't reach a whole lot of people, but reaches a fair amount. You know, and it's not because it's a popular podcast. It's because I'm a popular person and I bring popular people on. And it's a podcast that has people who care about this town. We talk about people, and what we talk about, people really want to listen to because genuinely they're involved. You know, they're in this little Boise circle. They're in this little fucking clique that we got. They're a part of this Keep Boise Kind movement. And, you know, this is what this shit's about, man. And Colton, 100%. You moved the fuck away.
Oh. You motherfucker.
But you're from here enough to be on the Boise show.
Yeah, man.
We're not going to call it the Boise show.
That's love, and thank you for those kind words, man. I really appreciate that. That's big time from you, so thank you. But, yeah, man, I forgot you asked that question. I actually never answered that, if we could cover that real quick. But why I moved away, man, that's a tough fucking decision, because every day I've regretted that a little bit, not because of the decision to leave, but the fact that I'm leaving home. Right. You got to take that step to leave home and, you know, explore other adventures and avenues, and that's kind of what I was doing, dude. Been on that kind of grind the past 12 months, you know, living in Denver, living in Taipei, Taiwan, living in fucking Colorado Springs, all within a year.
Right.
And Boise, so all over the fucking place, just trying different shit out, trying to figure it out, right? Found a really fucking great opportunity with a great company, you know. I'm not trying to, I gotta like say some shit, like I'm not sponsoring this fucking company whatsoever, at all. So this is a statement that I'm not endorsing, right? Great company though, right? Great company to work for. Hard to say no to those kind of career opportunities, and something that you got to think long-term, man, right? Long-term investments. That's what life's all about. And this opportunity is providing that, I guess, stepping stone, that opportunity. It's not a guarantee. It's not a ticket. It's nothing. Nothing's fucking earned or sold. It's just you have now an opportunity to try something like a career path, you know, different opportunities, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's
fuck, man, but still,
it's tough though to make that decision.
I agree with you so heavily. Like you can't get away with a path. Like you can't get away from a path like that when it's so clear, so logical. It's what you got to do for yourself. And I sympathize for you because like dude, I fucking love this town, and I know you do too. This shit, bro. Like me and you came up on being 21-year-old college kids.
Yep.
Fucking going to the coolest, biggest nightclub in town. It was the most fucking enticing thing you can think of as a 21-year-old fresh out of college parties. You know, we're over the college parties. We're talking
got there 2 years in, freshman, sophomore year, you're done with that shit.
And at this point, we're like, we want something new.
We're stepping up.
And we don't just walk into something new. We walk into
you know
something
how that
where,
feeling
like,
is,
you can
right?
kind of be an elite where you're like, okay, cool. Like, we get to be not just somebody coming here. We get to be the person serving the drinks. Like, we get to be the
part of the community.
We get
part of the community,
we get
man,
to be
right?
the felicitator. We get to be the person handling things. We
We're
get
setting
to be
the
in
stage.
control of the situation, and that's an interesting thing to be in when you're 21 years old. Is in control.
Yeah, that's actually, I never thought about that as a bartender. You do actually control the environment that you have. That's a really
It's a lot of power.
Wise words. No, but it's true if you think about it. And as a bartending community, we all have that, right? As a ability to control the room, and not in like any like condescending terms, but that's the thing when public speaking is you control the room with your tonality and the way you talk and present. But as a bartender, you're elevating, right? You have to keep high energy at all times, never stop, shots, right? You got to keep moving.
It's a lot of power for somebody who's young.
You don't think about that.
Getting into this, when you're just getting into this age, like we're getting into this fucking realm of time where we have women with 2 million, 3 million followers for just showing their ass, and these poor girls are 17, 18 years old. They haven't even experienced life in any way, and the only life they've experienced is control. Yeah. They have control of every situation they've ever experienced because everything's been handed to them. Yeah. When you're 21 years old and you get handed this job and control,
it's wild.
It's wild when you actually get put into a real life situation and you don't have control.
Yeah.
Because the control is handed to you in these situations.
Yeah.
But when control is needed to be achieved,
and it's a lot more than you think because of you're controlling the intake of a drug called alcohol.
Right.
And that could lead to consequences.
It's also
right.
There's a drug of alcohol, but there's also a drug of what's the feeling that you get when
endorphins, right?
Yeah.
You're controlling that too. That's 100%. Yeah,
so it's addictive.
100%.
Bartending, that control that you feel, the fucking ego.
And you're getting that endorphin too from tip. Big tip. Wait.
It's all a rush. It's all addictive.
I got a girl's number. I got some attention. I got a new business, another network. It's both sides too.
It's Instagram 100%. And Facebook and everything, but on another level, man.
It could be from anything. Yeah.
It's that release of fucking hormones in your brain.
It's firing all across and up and down that bar.
Man. And that's
on both sides.
That's why bartenders are another interesting character of people. They're all addicts in a way.
A little bit.
They are. They're all addicted. They're addicted to control.
Ooh. That's wild. Now you're thinking some fucking heavy shit because I'm now a manager.
Yeah. I, as a bartender, man, I'm a control freak.
You just said some introspective shit, my guy.
I don't mean to be, I'm not bringing this on a sexist realm in any way, but women tend to be more controlling behind the bar than men.
Yes.
Men tend to be more assertive.
Not in a bad way.
It's in a different way. Like women have more of a if their shit is broken in a way. It's all bartenders in general, but like as a bar back, you as well as me, I've bar backed. I've worked
the women bartenders were like, "This is a ship. We're running it tight. Fuck it up and pay hell."
Exactly.
But because they're running a business, they're fucking doing their job. They're being professional. They're being professional.
We all work with the women and we're in this together.
Yeah. What she says, whatever she says, do it now. We're doing 100%. Yes. Dude, she's got the plan, not me. The fuck. Yeah. Well, you heard her. Let's go.
She scares me. She makes more money than I do. Listen to her.
Why are you looking at me? The fuck.
You remember, bro? Yes. When I first started working 100%. For Courtney, bro.
That's a great example because she ran her bar like a fucking tight ship.
Ooh, dude, and this is the best thing I could have done for myself my first day working with Courtney. I walked in and I said, "You make your tips, I make my tips. You make more money than I do. I already know you do. I ain't gonna take that from you." Yeah. And she was like, "I like you."
I like you. Yeah. Dude, we would.
I will keep you around. I like you.
We'll push out $7 fucking grand a night on that bar, not because of you and me, right? It was because she had that fucking expectation Courtney, of that bar to be fucking running that shit.
There will never be a better bartender than her at that bar.
Wild, yeah. No, service, speed. Female.
There will never be another.
And it doesn't hurt that she's like gorgeous right?
She just had years. She worked there for like 4 years. She really killed it, and she left on good terms, on her own terms. Yeah. When she wanted to leave.
Amazing, amazing personality. Fucking ran that shit, but would strike fear into your soul.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Your soul.
There was this time when I was talking to a couple of my homies from high school and at Roddy's, and they went up and talked to me like, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" I was like, "Oh, cool, dude. Dude, you should come into fucking China this weekend." We do the usual. What you say to your homies? Coming to China this weekend, bro. I fucking bartender. I'll hook you up with VIP. What?
The promotion, all that bullshit.
I don't get paid to do this, but they make me do it. Yeah. The whole thing. And one of my friends cuts me off. He's like, "Bro, you work with the hottest girl in Boise by far." And 100%. I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Dude,
yes,
dude,
I have a great
you work with the And I was like, that. And at 21 years old.
You're giving that
Think of the ego.
connection. You're giving that connection.
Just think of my ego, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Think of that control.
Bro, I was
think of that control.
I was
giving,
19, dog, working as your guys' bar back.
Control.
Yeah, I was like, holy, I'm not even the bartender, and it's still, year later, I'm in that same fucking position running that bar. I'm like, holy shit, the fucking control that you have. But I have a great story about that bar, actually, and I don't think you were here for that, because that's when I started bartending, working with Courtney.
I got fired by that point.
Yeah, that was fun. He didn't crawl into the bed.
I wasn't on 3 strikes. I wasn't on 4. I was on like
17.
They gave me a lot of shots, and I pushed every limit. And
but the man could push shots on sales.
Oh, we're still recording.
We're good? Oh, okay.
Dude, I had Clay's episode.
That's a heartbreaker.
No,
Did you
Clay's
lose all of it?
We didn't hit record for the first hour and a half of the episode.
And you just had some fire content.
Oh my god, dude! You know
That's
Clay.
amazing. Yeah, he's
Clay.
That guy
dude.
is.
Oh my god,
Clay
man.
Lyle
Some of the most
is
phenomenal
hilarious. Love that guy.
As his friend of 5 years, I have ever heard in my life, and with him on my podcast, some of the greatest stories I've never even heard before.
We've been part of those fucking wild ass nights.
Dude,
Clay.
he just told me stories about his come up, his life.
Yeah, Clay is a
I'd never
unique
heard before.
human being.
Dude,
an amazing human being
he's
too.
coming on again. Like, people, like, take note of this motherfucking character. There's a reason he was offered a show.
Yes.
He was offered a spot on a show on NBC just to come on because of other podcasts he's been on. This guy is a fucking interesting.
This guy's a character, 100%.
Dude, he is, and I'm going to spend about $500 on new cameras for this podcast at some point.
He has lived.
I'm gonna get all this
9 or
set
10
up,
lives
this
in
whole
one
thing going,
lifetime.
and we're gonna have Clay come back on at that point. Right now, the audio portion is where the money's at. Right now, the quality of the audio, that's really what I pay attention to. If there's you guys who want to check it out on YouTube, and you see the video with it, and you want to see some of the double feature, the extra shit, you can go to YouTube, because some people, they just have YouTube. They don't have Spotify. They don't have Apple Podcasts.
Good push. Good push.
And that being said, back to where you were at.
And this is why you need to take notes, because I have no fucking clue where we left off. But
well, you should hand me that blue thing over there. That thank you.
My fucking rag.
No, the other blue.
The other blue thing. Yeah.
Thank you, good sir.
That's a good blue thing right there.
That's a great blue thing right there.
But
and the silver thing that was right.
Oh, and the silver thing. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Sorry, guys. We hate to veer off topic here. So there was a shooting in Seattle at the Chop Camp. We talked about the 4th of July. We talked about tracking the murder on Google. That shit's just crazy. Oh, what we didn't talk about. So, first time since quarantine, guys, we're having our largest gathering of people.
Here in Idaho?
Ever. Just in general. In
Where?
America, since...
Where?
It's a Trump rally.
Oh, that's...
Check it out, dude.
That's tense.
So, yeah.
That's an elevated scenario.
19,000 people are rallying for a Trump fucking administration. Hoorah, ladies and gentlemen. So, we can't watch baseball, but 19,000 can watch you. Go fuck yourself. I love you, Trump. I love my country. I love everything else. But come on, man. Give me baseball back.
Dude, we just want...
Please, man.
We're tired of watching golf. There's only so much golf.
I went to my girlfriend's soccer game today against a fucking group of high school boys in scrimmage. Like, come on, man.
America is hungry for sports.
I don't even know where to sit on a soccer field.
Bring back
As
sports.
the fucking viewer.
Dude.
I went and I was like, dude, where do we sit? And I went to go sit by the team. And they're like, apparently there's only one side that you're supposed to sit on at a soccer game.
Yeah, man. There's some rules with soccer.
I didn't fucking know that.
There's rules on and off the field.
I just showed up and I was like, where do I sit? Can I go sit with her? And people were like...
You're like, no, you cannot sit with the players. Casey. You're like, yo, but...
Excuse me, sir, are you a coach? And I'm like, they're like, dude, this is... And it's semi-pro, too. So they're like...
This is a pickup game. The fuck? I can sit where I want. They're like... There's rules in this.
I know. I'm like, dude, this is literally a scrimmage against the high school fucking club team. Like,
this is a pickup game, sir. No. We have designated seating. At a pickup game?
Sir, you need to leave. What's your name? Let me take your information.
Yeah, we need to fucking handle this. That's wild. I can't believe they fucking...
Not
really
that bad. Not that bad.
Oh, okay. But I was like, come on now.
I had no idea where to sit. I was just like, where do I fucking... I just don't know soccer.
No, right?
I'm just the fact of the matter is
You know,
I'm
though-
watching soccer because I can't watch my regular sports.
As
man.
much as we
And
shit
because my
on
girlfriend
soccer,
plays soccer. My girlfriend plays soccer. So.
yeah, as much as we shit on soccer, that's like the biggest sport of all time, hands down.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
You're not wrong at all. Soccer.
Biggest, bro. Those are like the top paid athletes too. Those guys do not mess around.
You're not wrong. Football is one thing. Yeah, dude. I guess like I watched the news today. We covered all the good shit about the news. I was hoping you might have a few
Dude,
things that were
okay, so
important.
hear this, man. I've been watching this story. So I have always been a little interested in like current events, global events, international affairs, stuff like that. Been reading this story about China and India. I don't know, have you read anything about that? The recent invasion? Yeah. So, there's a disputed territory up in the Himalayas. I'm no geographer, but those big ass mountains
No
between
shit.
China and India for years. It's kind of like, you know how like, what was it, the Korean War with America? We're not technically done with it, right? It's still like a treaty or a de facto armistice.
Dude, this is still information to me, brother. You might want to reiterate on that a little
Oh,
bit.
you need a little more history? Okay, I'm going way back on history. Anyways, these motherfuckers have been fighting for this land since forever.
Okay.
Nothing's happened in the past 40, 50 years. China comes in, big dick in, and starts building fucking fortresses and fucking airfields up in the mountains and
China did
in
this?
China in Indian territory. Like official world, everyone recognizes, UN's thumbs up, we're all in agreement, that's India. China said, nah, kid, no. And walked in, started building shit. India said, hey, get the fuck out of here. And they're like, fuck you. Fucked up a bunch of them.
What? How long ago was this?
Very recently.
How recent?
Within like the last couple days. Maybe within the week. It's some fucking wild shit.
Is China just mad about fucking COVID being their fault?
I think that they're fucking acting out, dude. 100%.
Let me see that other blue thing you got.
Yeah. That's a good one, too. It has a
It's
little
big.
button.
Blue thing with a button. Let's go travel to China. I'm sure we'll be welcomed with open.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on that? Do you know or care about global affairs,
No, we talk about this kind of shit all the time.
Really? Okay.
So being the kind of guy that likes to watch the guy at night at 3 a.m. building things in the with a piece of bamboo, and he builds like a swimming pool.
That guy is insane.
Yeah, he's from India.
Wild.
I don't want Chinese to fuck with that.
Don't touch our dude making fucking dope ass infinity pools
But
with
also,
a stick.
If he can make that, imagine what they're gonna do to you.
I know.
Come on, Chinese, get your shit together.
You guys are fucking crazy,
Dude,
man.
once that guy gets wind, he hears.
It's
Oh,
over. He's
dude.
coming in building a big ass fortress
Yeah.
for the Indian people
So you know those fire
out of a
ants?
stick.
You know those fire ants? He's gonna put like one of those on the end of a blow dart. It's gonna be like little 22 caliber bullets.
I can see that, bro.
Dude, and he's gonna make it himself out of fucking bamboo and leaves.
And a stick. You can't forget that. He does this all with a fucking stick. It's
Don't forget
insane.
the sand. The
Yeah,
sand.
it's just sand and
Stick
a
and sand.
stick, and he makes the most beautiful fucking structures I've ever seen. At least from a creative stance with using just a
There's a guy that
stick.
made like a gym. There's like
Yeah, dude, they're just fucking out here.
So they can't get a gym, but they can get a time lapse camera.
Yeah, right though. That's a fucking good ass point. They have a nice quality time lapse camera.
And I'm like, dude, but like what?
Bro, pay for a membership, kid. You could buy a
Dude,
fucking
it's gotta
camera.
be that iPhone XR, man. You know.
That's a good quality video.
Do they have credit in India?
I don't know how that works. You know, they're doing some weird shit in India about currency. They're erasing currency. Like, there's no actual. They're pushing for
Trade?
zero
So-
physical currency. They're moving all direct to fucking wire, like electronic transfers and digital currency. Like, they're trying to phase out because I don't know if they're still doing this. I read this article that they're trying to phase out physical monetary value like coins and paper because it's so fucking spread out that they can't keep making it and keeping it in circulation because it's not coming back due to the fucking size of their population that are in like rural fucking dirt farms out in the middle of nowhere, right? So their physical currency is getting spread out so much that they have to keep making it. It's devaluing the currency, right? Because you're
Oh,
making
shit.
more and more money just so to get it out there, because there's so many fucking people in India. It was devaluing the currency, so they're like, all right, we need to start figuring out what to do. So they're trying to phase it out now. So people are waiting in lines.
No kind of comprehension for how that works.
Yeah, just the more you make it, the less value it has.
No, I understand.
Right?
I understand that. I just don't understand how making it digital, they're gonna have to make less of it. There's a lot that goes.
There's a lot of it's highly questionable because they got people waiting around the fucking block with all their fucking money, all of it. Can I put this in the computer now? And they're just waiting for hours just around the block. Everyone's just got their little stack of everything they own. All their money ever to go put it into this fucking weird ass system that the government of India completely controls, and a lot of people were fucking pissed about it in India. They're like, "Fuck, are you talking about?"
I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Fuck no, I wouldn't be comfortable.
I am a cash-based person.
Everyone is. It's got to be
so cash-based.
I need to see it. I need to feel it, motherfucker. Like when I decide to go, like I'm gonna go out and spend money, you have to pull it out physically because you're physically like.
Yeah,
right.
Using your card fucking sucks.
Right, or if you have your card, you just start going buck wild and start buying everybody's drinks and shit.
All of a sudden,
right?
You have a tab that's $200, and you're like, "Oh shit, how did I have $200 on my tab?"
And now you have a way to pay for that. But if you have cash, you're like, "My guy, I got $52.76. That's it.
what I was going to pay you with.
Yeah,
I didn't go crazy. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I didn't order all those.
Me. There's no way.
There was a chick at the end of the bar.
Yeah,
guys' drinks. I need this on his tab.
Yeah, she snuck that shit.
Fucking Karen over there.
That's a sneaky
Dude,
move.
what do you think? You want to go get a beer after this?
Where?
It's Saturday night.
Oh shit! It's the weekend. I forgot. I'm on vacation. I haven't tracked
Dude,
what
Saturday
day.
Night.
What day it is. I'm down. I don't really want to go downtown per se because of.
There's Jim's Alibi.
I do like that spot. Jim's
Alibi is a good spot.
You know what's a sneaky another Boise local spot?
Clay also
shout out,
lives right next to the gym.
Shout out Dutch Goose. That's a
fuck
great
Dutch
little
Goose?
spot. It's off State Street by Veterans Park, like whoosh, right there, right next to it. It's kind of tucked away. It's hard to see. And it's a quaint little fucking tavern, man.
Do not ever say quaint. You are not suave enough to say that.
Dude, it's very quaint. I want to say it again. But there's a specific... I can't pick another word than that because it's just like little and old and rusty.
How about a tiny house? It's a very tiny house.
It's not even a house,
It's got the tiny house vibe.
It's like a fucking... I'm not going to say it because you said fuck you, but it's like
Cottage?
that word... Tavern, dude. It's just like a nice tavern. I don't know how to explain it.
Quaint?
That, yes. It's a quaint tavern.
Dude, I can think of 10 different words to use.
What's a better adjective?
Nice.
That's a good one. For starters.
It's a very nice tavern.
You know, it is.
Or decadent.
Ooh. I'm going to add that one.
Exemplatory.
Scrumptious.
Oh. I can't follow that with delicious, but I'm going to.
That's a good one.
Let's see. For tavern.
Scrumptious. I like that one. That's a good
I
one.
don't think he's decadent. It's a
Decadent's pretty fucking like. We're going where?
It's quite the decadent tavern.
We're going where? And you say decadent, you're like, you kind of like your head pops up. You're like, what?
It's a decadent spot downtown. We've been there multiple times.
Various.
The women are quite dainty.
Tying on my fucking bow tie and shit.
The woman there.
Yo, you know what?
Serve you martinis.
You know what I miss about like the downtown? If we're talking about fucking like look, handlebar mustache.
Dude, did you see my podcast?
Fucking the look.
Dude.
I love it.
So, I'm going to do this real quick. Show you something. Press this button here. Press that button there. Oh, I guess not. I'm fucking terrible. There we go. Boom.
It's switching over.
Oh, you fucking douche bagel.
Oh, shit.
Let me show you.
Oh, no, oh, no. Cameron, we need you, bro. Oh, ooh, that's a good reach.
Oh, yeah.
You guys should see this angle right now is
Dude, that's
fantastic flexibility.
Spotify, close, you fucking...
Producer. videographer, recorder,
Dude, I'm doing it all. Host.
acrobat.
Dude, the whole fucking 9 yards. Check that out.
Yeah, the handlebar mustache, man. It's a
Dude,
look.
I had the gnarliest handlebar.
And it's no handlebar no more. What was the choice? Sometimes you just have to. 'Cause I've grown a couple of them.
I chose the Ron Swanson over the handlebar.
The Swanson's a move.
It's pretty good.
Dude, it's a solid fucking choice when it comes to mustaches, because Ron Swanson is
Like, dude, this
is
to
the
me,
blood of America.
This is a Ron Swanson mustache. Like,
Mhm.
I'm just like, it's not near the quality,
Yeah.
but it's the look. I'm going for the
Quaint, right?
dainty, decadent, anything but quaint. It's all kinds of words. All right, motherfucker. Well, it's 10:30. It's Saturday night. Let's go get a fucking
Let's
drink.
go. Let's fucking go.
Let's end this on a good note. Let's end this on a great note. Let's also end this on the fact that we are on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, the whole 9 yards, guys. We are learning and growing, and it's getting crazy over here. You have no idea. We have grown exponentially through fucking word of mouth, through all of you listeners, all of you people, all of you guys from Boise, everybody just coming on the show, telling their friends. Dude, my Instagram's already fucking grown over like 300% and since I started it. It's insane. It's amazing. Thank you, everybody who's been involved. So check me out, guys. We are Young Blood Podcast. All one word, no space. YOUNGBLOODPODCAST. All one fucking word, Young Blood Podcast, guys. Please go follow me on any of those platforms. It helps. It does great. It does awesome. And go get a haircut at Treasure Valley Barbecue on Shindon, you guys. Again, this is Colten Buzzard, the man, the myth, the legend, my fucking friend, my homie, and I got lucky enough to catch him in town for fucking the weekend. We're gonna go get a drink. You guys should do the same. We're checking out.
Thank you very much.